Sound speeding. You're looking at the menu.
Hello and welcome to the pod, you guys. I just wanted to say that I am wearing what I stand for today, which is the joy and magic of Disneyland.
And childhood happiness?
And childhood happiness. And if you want to capture the joy of Disney, I'm not throwing shade, but maybe don't stay at the Marriott Hotel.
The Anaheim Marriott convention. There's like 5 Marriotts around here.
So we're in the Marriott, and actually, look, I'm
Spoiler
gonna
alert,
give
I picked the wrong one.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the Marriott. First, I'm gonna say the positives. Then, the things that I have a few qualms with, because I'm a positive person.
So we've been looking at our analytics, and we've found that Disney is a searched thing when you're looking for a podcast. So we're prefacing that this is the best place to get your Disney information.
Yes. If you want true Disney information, we'll give it to you straight. Now, let me start with the Marriott.
Great.
Positives. These rooms are wonderful for podcasting. They have great acoustics somehow and wonderful lighting. It is pitch black outside and we're pretty well lit thanks to the Marriott Hotel. So
yeah, like the natural, like we have like a studio light that we brought, but like the natural, like these light bulbs, there's like some nice symmetry.
Yeah.
Like I turned it on, it was like very
beautiful
moody.
little ambiance.
Like if this wasn't Disneyland, you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just, what?
Nothing.
I just want to say that shout out to the Marriott for that. Now, I guess when you go to Disneyland, and like this is something that somewhat annoys me. I packed a bathing suit, but I was like, I'm probably not going to go into the pool because it will be crowded with screaming children and people.
Oh, true. I didn't even think about that.
Who probably wish they were
Little
still
kids.
children.
Peeing.
Yes, pee from
everyone.
The holes.
Probably me too.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was like, I probably won't go swimming. We go down and the pool is completely empty here, which is fine. I'm like, okay, like maybe the kids are all asleep, getting ready for Disney. We go to the restaurant. There are no families. There are not even any couples here.
No.
There are only, I'm going to use the word semi-single because I don't really know.
I know exactly what it is. It's
You tell, because are you one of these people?
No, it's all, I realize that we're staying at the Anaheim Marriott, the one with the convention center. So there were conferences going all throughout this hotel. There's conferences filled to the brim. So when you go to the bar, naturally, everyone's been at these fucking conferences all day. This is all people who are like, in their 30s, 40s, and up.
40s and 50s.
And up, right?
And up.
Who are in their 9-to-5 grind, but they now have the opportunity to go to a conference where they can be away from their families.
Okay, here's the thing that I have to say.
So like people party. Those people down there, they were about to party. There were people probably about to cheat on their wives.
You think?
Or trying.
Can I ask you some tea?
Yes.
Do you think that the people you go on conferences with cheat on their spouses? Or do you know of anyone that would?
Oh, we do know of, so sometimes we'll bring like people along on like things on conferences, like and there was an illicit affair of one of them.
Wait, who did you bring along?
There was.
Was it someone in your company or someone?
No. Not someone in our company. It was someone who was attached to like a conference that like we partnered with.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not appreciating your vagueness, but continue.
You're not appreciating my vagueness, but there was apparently, I wasn't there at this one, so I don't know the facts. Am I shaking?
A little.
Am I nervous?
Yeah.
It was me. But yeah, I mean, that's people will like be out at like 4 a.m. and they're like, people in like higher ed, like these are school teachers.
Mm-hmm.
This is their time to shine downstairs at the Anaheim Marriott.
Okay.
So that's what those people were doing.
Wait, tell me about the illicit affair.
I really don't know much about it. I just heard it through the echo chamber.
That is so boring, Aaron.
I know it's not the juice you wanted, but I'm just trying to paint the picture of the Marriott that we're in. I've never seen Sophia more depressed by the reverb in a room. That was the meal we had, which was terrible. The food here, god awful. Do not do it.
I haven't tried the...
Yeah, read the menu.
Okay, here we go. We're going to read... Room service actually is something that really fascinates me, and it's something that I've only gotten twice in my life, and both times that I've gotten room service truly were really memorable moments in my life. No one ever lets me get room service because it's too expensive, and I don't want to buy it for myself.
That's true.
Okay, we have only the breakfast menu.
First of all, let's preface that the meal we've already had here, which is presumably a similar kitchen, less than ideal. Continue.
Okay, I did realize something when we were down there.
Yes.
Growing up is realizing that hotel and airplane food and amusement park food is trash.
It's terrible.
And it's an awful reality, and I really am nervous because I think I've grown a lot from last year, and I'm nervous to reface Disneyland food. I don't want it to be ruined for me, Aaron.
Okay,
and I feel like it might. I feel like it might. We've been cooking a lot at home. We've been eating good food. We've been living in LA, not Ann Arbor. Like, no shade to Ann Arbor, but I mean, come on, LA.
Come on, it's not even close.
And I just think that I might have that experience of when I went to college and was flying too much, and I realized that I actually hate the airport.
Right.
Anyway, the menu. Breakfast. Served daily from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. Please indicate quantity desired. Quantity desired?
Well, you can get 2 or 3.
Okay. Handheld.
I think you hang that on
ham,
the door.
egg, and Swiss croissant. Pulled pork.
How much is a ham, egg, and Swiss croissant?
$14.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Pulled pork burrito.
Marriott,
breakfast
what are
burrito.
you doing?
Omelets and more. Farmer's scramble. See, that sounds good, and I don't even like eggs.
What is in a farmer's scramble?
Cage-free eggs.
Great.
So they roam.
So they're roaming free and they're dropping.
You know, I've actually held a chicken once.
Yeah, it was cage free.
No, it was in a cage.
Oh, shit.
I was shaking, but I was trying to be brave because I was watching the kids that Alex babysits.
Oh, right.
It was kind of cute. Okay. Brioche French toast. Oh, you want to know what's in the farmer's scramble?
Yeah, what else?
It's cage-free eggs, kale, mushroom, green pepper, red onion, tomato, jack cheese, and home-style potatoes, toast or English muffin.
I'm trying too much.
I'm not going to lie, though. That's probably like the most greenery you're going to get in Disney.
Yeah.
Which I am really scared for everything going on.
My tummy's about to go crazy tomorrow.
Brioche French toast, thick cut brioche, fig butter, strawberries, maple syrup, and powdered sugar. The fig butter's getting me. I'm not gonna lie.
Fig butter's a nice touch. It's a nice touch.
SoCal omelet, cage-free eggs, tomato, avocado, jack, cotija cheese.
What is that?
I'm assuming it's just like queso fresco, right?
I mean, let's be honest. They said manchego cheese dip.
Cotija.
And they clearly just... So we got a manchego cheese dip little chip.
All right.
And they clearly just melted like butter with like...
Guys, we are going...
Fucking mozzarella or something.
We are going to... We basically plan to come to Disney and do a whole food vlog because sometimes late at night, Aaron and I lay in bed and we're like, what should we watch? What should we do? And just to relax our minds before bed, we look up Disney food vlogs.
Yes.
Okay? Some of them I think really can be good and they accurately portray Disney, and then some of them just rave about all of the food.
Yeah. True.
I think it's important to have a balance, right? Like you're rating it for what it is, which is amusement park food. So you can't like compare it to like
the French Laundry,
a Michelin restaurant.
Nice, yeah. You gotta have the blinders on within the context. The context is important.
But you also can't just be eating and being like
willy-nilly.
This is amazing. So good. This is amazing. So we're gonna try to give you like accurate descriptions.
This will be non-biased.
But you know, in the
context.
hotel, I think Aaron and I were really. If you look closely at our faces in that video, we were just taking in the air of the conference around us and the smell of stale beer, which was really turning me off.
Really bad.
It was awful.
Bad vibes.
And so we were not feeling great. And then they brought the food and we were starving because we drove an hour. That's it.
Well, it had been a day, and then we drove.
I ate before we left. But yeah.
I ate before we left too. Shit.
We were hungry. And
the chicken sandwich.
I saw on the menu, and I am a sucker for Manchego cheese, you guys. I saw house-made chips with Manchego
There's no way they
cheese
made that in the house.
dip. Manchego cheese dip. I'm not a cheese dip girly. I don't even like that fucking fake nacho cheese. That shit is disgusting. But I thought to myself, you know what? It's Manchego. Like, I gotta give this cheese dip a try. Like, when have I ever seen Manchego dip? You know why I've never seen Manchego dip? Because it's meant to be hard.
Because it's a bad idea. Yeah, why would you? It's a hard cheese. Why would they melt that? I didn't think about that.
No.
Like, unless you're doing like a Parmesan wheel or something.
So,
someone doing
in
donuts
the video,
in the parking lot? The Marriott. What are you thinking?
In the video,
Marriott.
I eat it. And you're going to notice, okay, guys, like at first my face lights up because food is entering my body. Okay, that's the first thing. I had been bitter because there was no food in my body. But after, I started to realize after the 10th chip that it really wasn't working for me and my stomach started spasming in pain.
Yeah, it came lukewarm too, which was less than ideal. I feel like that's got to be piping hot.
It does.
Like
anyway,
they definitely pop that in the microwave.
So we're going to try to show you accurate stuff. But, you know, for that video in particular, we were surrounded by people. We weren't really in the vlogging
We weren't
mode.
in the mental headspace. We were actually in the opposite
So
headspace.
that's why I'm giving you the review right here, right now. Yeah. I am nervous for the lack of vegetables that will be entering my body. Okay. We've got the protein bowl with toasted quinoa, English peas, charred corn, shiitake mushrooms, arugula, and poached cage-free egg. All-American, which is 2 cage-free eggs, scrambled over medium, bacon, pork, or chicken sausage, home-style potatoes, toast, or English muffin. Now we've got pastries and more.
How much does a pastry go for?
$5.
$5. Okay.
That's not that bad.
That's not that bad.
But
that's the maximum before I get upset.
What
Bagel and cream cheese.
If you went into a coffee shop,
that's about what I would expect at a coffee shop. So a hotel, that's pretty good.
Like a pretty high-end coffee shop? Like the one that I would get my dirty chai from. That one day
They'd probably go like, what, $6-7? Which is a lot. I think that's outrageous. But the dirty chai there is what, like $10?
9.
It's with tip? Probably 10. If Sean's working there, give him a tip.
Sean's not there anymore.
Shit. All right, he's gone. R.I.P.
He'll never know me. Butter croissant, bagel, and cream cheese. You can get plain or everything. You can get a fruit plate with
that fruit has to be so old.
You think it's old?
I think most things.
You know what? Fuck my room service dream.
I'm saying like the fruit platter is probably not the way to go. I think that there's some things you could get that would be more than ideal. No, I'm not getting
anything. I don't want anything.
No, I want you to get something.
No, I don't want it.
I literally want you to get some room service. Okay, because you're talking about the times you've ordered room service in your life. One of them.
Okay, I'll tell you the times. I'll just tell you guys.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So the first time I ordered room service, I had just flown to New York for the first time in my life. And I was with my 2 best friends growing up from ballet, Ella and Hiroka, and Ella's mom. She flew with us. And we were all staying at the hotel. We were about to start a 3-week ballet program in New York where we were going to stay in the Pace dorms. And it was for the Gelsey Kirkland ballet school. So it was kind of a big deal. And it was our first time. I think the year before we went to ABT Orange County. So we had gone far from home, but we were like 13 and this was probably the furthest and the longest we'd been away from home. Right. Mm-hmm. And we were like lying on the beds and she asked us if we wanted room service. And I got a flourless chocolate cake with a cup of tea. And I feel like in that moment, it really represented like, I don't know, the first time I was about to do something somewhat toward a career that I wanted and on my own and in this big city. And when I went to New York for the first time, I fell in love with it. And I really thought that I was going to end up there when I was 14.
And here you are.
And here I am in LA, specifically Anaheim.
In Anaheim.
The second time I ordered room service is actually kind of similar because I was doing, I was in LA and I was doing Unifieds, which for those of you who don't know, when you are applying to BFA programs, Bachelor of Fine Arts in musical theater or acting, you do these things called Unifieds where you go to a hotel. They have them in New York, LA, and Chicago. I went to the ones in LA because it was closest to home. And you can go to a hotel and all of these colleges come and you can audition for them kind of in the same place. So I had just finished my first day of auditions and I watched I, Tonya with Margot Robbie and she produced it with her husband. And I actually think that that's her best acting that I've ever seen. She's so good in that movie. And I ordered a plate of spaghetti and meatballs from room service and shared it with my mom. And I just remember feeling like, again, this sense of independence and pride.
What hotel were you staying at?
I don't remember.
Where was it, the hotel in LA?
It was by the airport.
So it was probably Marriott.
You think?
It's possible.
Well, if it was the Marriott, then I want to apologize to the Marriott for shit-talking you. I mean,
we're exclusively talking about the Marriott Anaheim.
I think the reason I'm saying this is because I really believe that anywhere in Anaheim, and maybe this is backwards thinking, should just commit to the Disney bit. Why are you doing business conferences in Anaheim? Right. There's no need for that. You're a couple blocks away from Disneyland.
I think they
commit to the bit.
They do like package deals with Disney, so it's like the conference will then like partner with Disney, and then like people can go to Disney for a cheaper rate if they also go to like if they're at the conference. It's like a whole thing. So
how do they do both the conference and Disney?
It's like after they can hit the conference, or they'll all go together. It's like a team bonding thing.
So you're a huge Disney head.
Yes.
Would you enjoy going to Disney with your bosses?
I think I would rather jump off the Golden Gate Bridge.
That's really dark. You know, there's someone who survived that.
There is.
Yeah, broke every bone in his body, but
really
survived.
But he survived. Was he okay after? Probably not.
I didn't like fully research it. But he said that halfway.
I would want to go fine dining with my bosses, though. Anyway, continue.
I was just talking about a man trying to kill himself, and you just talked about that.
Sorry.
Where would you want to go with your bosses? What kind of Italian, French?
Honestly, you're gonna hate me. I feel like fusion.
Fusion?
Which I'm against, but I think
why?
At the
Because
highest
they're both
level,
married to women of color?
No. But I feel like the toppest of dollar is either French or fusion, right?
Right.
And I want the top dollar stuff.
You think fusion
I want white table.
Okay.
What are all the top dollar
Because
places?
Italian is like a little bit could be hit or miss.
Well, not Italian. I'm saying French. French is like really expensive. French restaurants are like super expensive. Those are the highest end.
That's
and then
the
also
most expensive
fusion.
restaurant I went to.
And then fusion are the most expensive as well.
I didn't know that. What kind? Asian fusion? Definitely Asian fusion.
Yeah.
It's got to be Asian fusion with what? American? Like California cuisine mixed with Asian?
No. Or Asian French. That's the thing too.
Asian French. What do they do with that?
I don't know. I've never been.
Just think of something. What do you think they would have there?
What I would have on the menu? If I was doing Asian French, I don't even know. I don't even know French food that well.
I do. So let's try to use our heads here.
Okay. So let's say you had like a little pork, like frickin'. What would you do with raw fish? Let's say you got a raw fish.
Ooh, I
like
remember.
Some Some fresh ahi.
Okay, there actually is a lot of raw fish in French cuisine.
Okay. Oh, okay. There you go.
So maybe you'd put like I remember I got a fish platter at Dominique Cren's restaurant in San Francisco.
Oh, right.
And it was like a tiny little fish and then 2 tiny little zucchinis. I've never seen zucchini so small in my life. They were this big with a little bit of a little sauce. And everything that I ate was pretty raw. And they asked me if I didn't like the food.
Really? Why is that?
So I went with my yaya, and I think that we were both very unfamiliar with fine dining.
Right.
Like we stuck out like sore thumbs.
It kind of gets to a level where like you don't have the palate for that type of food.
I didn't have the palate. I honestly felt that it was more of like a visual art experience than a taste experience.
Right.
The food was delicious, but you know,
Was it delish?
it was. But there were a lot of things that were raw that I
Yeah.
don't eat.
That ate your vibe.
And
But how would you make it?
so like, for example, we had this like fondue and they were like, would you like truffle on it?
Okay.
And so we said yes, not knowing that it was a big upcharge.
For the truffle.
Yeah.
Oh, they charge you for the truffle?
So they ask you. So this kind of frustrated me a little bit because Maya just said yes to everything, and she didn't understand that they would upcharge her.
I wouldn't know if they were asking me at the table for truffle. I wouldn't imagine they would. You know what I'm saying?
No, but they would bring her the wine menu, saying which wine would you like, and my mom had prepaid for it, so she thought that everything was already paid for, and then it was a whole thing. My dad had to like run into the restaurant with cash.
Wine, I feel like.
Wine makes sense. She just didn't understand, I think.
Yeah. And there are like wine tastings, wine pairings. There's probably
there
like
was a
pairing
pairing that
menu.
she got, yeah. And I kind of knew it was upcharged, but like I didn't want to break the news.
Yeah. You're just there
I
for
was
the
also
ride.
like in high school. I was like a sophomore in high school.
You're just there for the ride.
Still the bougiest meal I've ever had in my life, and maybe for at least 5 years will be.
Right. For that.
As soon as I get money, though, Aaron and I are going to do fine dining. Like, I just think that you would be the best person to experience that.
I do enjoy some fine dining. We went to Le Cirque.
We did.
That was
and that was
fine.
wonderful. But this place was like, you walk in and it was very dimly lit. The tables were super spread out. Everything was wood. The chefs and the servers, they came out of this like sliding door that was kind of foggy. And
A foggy door.
yes. Now looking back at it, actually, it was kind of a lot because my yaya got so mad at them that they didn't tell her about the truffle and the wine pairing.
Right.
That she demanded a tour of the kitchen.
How do you even demand that? That wouldn't be my default.
was her default.
That wouldn't be my go-to.
And so I have a photo of us with all of the chefs in the kitchen. I do. I can put it right here.
Well, I don't understand. You were there. How did that escalate to? I didn't know that this was gonna be an extra like what, $400, $300. I want a tour of the kitchen.
You know, I wish I could tell you how it got to that point, but it did.
It's okay.
Anyway, they put on the truffle and I couldn't finish it because I really don't like the taste of truffle, I realized.
Oh, you don't like the taste?
No.
Interesting.
And maybe some oil, but like actual, like they put thick slices of
I've never had truffle in my life, so I would not know.
The thing about, and I was actually talking about this with Luisa.
It's a really rough business being in the truffle business. People dedicate their lives to be truffle salesmen. And they'll sell it to like expensive restaurants like that.
I understand why. But here's the thing that I have to say, okay?
Little dogs have
Listen
to farm
to me.
them.
I know they have to dig them up. I know how it works. You act like I don't understand anything about fine dining. Jesus Christ. What I'm saying is that I think like you're born and raised with a certain palate, right? Like, for example, I didn't grow up eating raw fish. I'm not a fan of raw fish.
Right.
Okay.
And you probably wouldn't be able to dictate good raw fish versus not good raw fish.
I mean,
Although
maybe
I
if
think
it
you
tasted
could,
fishy.
because we went to we went to a restaurant and you had raw fish and you actually you had more than a
I
bite.
did like it, but
And that was good
I
quality.
was scared while eating it.
Yeah.
You know, not because I thought I would get sick, but just because it was foreign in my mouth.
Yeah.
Right? And so, where was I going with that?
Anyway,
Just-
talking about the truffle.
Right. I think that, like, to me, I thought I had caviar once in my life, again with my Aya, at a wedding. But I think looking back, it was actually just salmon eggs because it was the pink one. It wasn't
Okay.
the, like, gray one.
Those are mid. The black ones, yeah.
The black ones. I really hated it. Like, I spit it out when I ate it. But I was a kid.
Yeah. The caviar, I mean, it doesn't really... I've had it like once or twice. It's fine.
But, like, I think that if you're, like, really wealthy and you're raised with things like caviar and truffle, you're going to develop that taste and probably crave those things.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, you can probably, like, maybe appreciate it more. I
don't think, like, a
idea.
regular plebeian...
Plebe.
A regular pleb like us would gravitate
No,
toward
I
those
have no
flavors.
idea.
And I wouldn't be able to tell you what's good caviar or bad caviar.
No clue. No.
I mean,
no
maybe
idea.
when we get really, like, bougie but I don't even think I would crave caviar.
No.
And that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Right. But what would you pair a fucking raw fish with to make it French?
Probably like a cream sauce
Cream sauce. Does that make it French though?
and a tiny zucchini.
Tiny zucchini. I feel like zucchini is multicultural.
You're multicultural.
You're multicultural. The Marriott. There's something about a freaking hotel bed, though.
You know, I don't like hotel beds.
Really? Yeah. I think hotel beds have such nice matrices.
I saw this thing on Instagram the other day, and I thought it was really cool. It reminded me of you, of this woman who worked as a hotel maid, and she took photos of, like, people's stuff that was, like, lying about. And, like,
holy shit.
The way that they would, like, leave. No, it was actually really pretty.
Oh, I think you get fired. I thought she was, like, taking photo of people's things.
No. It was, like, really artsy, like, black and white, like, film photos.
Oh, crazy.
Okay. I don't know why it reminded me of you, but then you just made me feel a little weird. And
So she's taking a photo of people's belongings.
well, she was, but it was, like, in an artistic way, Aaron. And it kind of captured, like, it was from a certain time period. So now it's, like, actually historical in a way.
Right.
Because you see the way that people were, you know, living in these hotels.
Yeah.
It'd be like if someone came in right now and they took a picture of the recorder. I mean, beautiful.
It would be beautiful. Boom. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That would be beautiful. Yeah. Classic hotel vibe.
But anyway, I don't like the smell of hotel towels or sheets. They make me feel.
I love the smell of hotels.
The smell of hotels makes me a little nauseous.
Really?
Yeah, there's, like, something specific about it that I really don't like. I actually personally don't like hotels.
Oh, really?
I know
like
I sound
hotels.
like an awful.
What?
Well, it's rude to say that you don't like hotels when you're able to stay in one. I do say that.
Okay.
But I was thinking that I was walking down the dark hallway that wasn't that lovely to walk down.
The Marriott. Yeah, we thought we would disappear. We're right by the vending machine. You can
We're
hear people
right
get ice.
by the vending machine.
Someone could get a fucking
and
Diet
you know
Pepsi.
what's the worst part about the vending machine?
It's all drinks.
Doesn't have chocolate M&Ms.
There's like 50...
chocolate M&Ms. Peanut M&Ms. That's all I want to snack on. When I get to a hotel, I want to see... I want to see a section that if I touch it...
in the lobby,
no, listen to me. I want to see a section...
Okay.
A beautifully laid out section of chocolate, like we saw when we went to... where did we go in Vegas?
The Venetian. Yeah, it was
when
like $20 for some nuts.
I got there and I had to experience self-restraint because I knew that if I touched one of those bags of chocolate-covered nuts, my hand would catch on fire. I would explode and Aaron would kill me.
I didn't know that in Vegas.
And it did charge him.
But we got it knocked off. But
But
I didn't realize in fucking Vegas it's hand censored.
Of course it's hand censored
I
because people
never
come
heard
in
of that.
drunk. They've already lost money. Vegas is just
Right.
completely.
It's like if they built
It's a
out.
scam.
If it's Times Square and they built out, that's what Vegas is
Right.
to me. In my body.
I don't like Times Square.
No one
But
does.
anyway, I prefer like an Airbnb.
Really? Okay, I prefer a hotel to B&B.
Oh, I way prefer an Airbnb.
I feel like B&B is gross.
No, I think hotels are gross.
I think hotels are cleaner.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I feel like they are.
They're definitely not,
I
Aaron.
disagree.
You know that people say that
Airbnb
that
is
there's
like
some
other
nasty
people's stuff.
that goes on in hotels.
I'm sure, but like Airbnb, it could be you're in someone else's home. You're sleeping in someone else's sheets.
And I think
someone else has been there.
But no.
They've been doing something.
No, that happens in hotels way more.
Yeah,
than
but they clean like they're
no, because
clean
think about it,
sheets.
Aaron. Hotels are a bigger
Give 'em
business.
a wash.
Okay, people care less. When you're staying in someone's home, they have this aspect of hospitality that they want to take care of you. If when someone, for example, sublet my place in Ann Arbor, I really made sure to clean everything and make it really nice.
No, like everything was clean for like a person, but like you couldn't like start like that like you couldn't just like start a hotel. You know, like there are different standards of what a hotel. Like
It's
what
a
you
different
need to
look
do.
completely, Aaron.
No, I understand it's
I
a
don't
different
like.
look, but
I
I'm saying
don't
it's
like
like it's
the
objective.
minimalism of hotels. Like I like something that feels a little bit more lived
A little
in.
personality, a little more
I
a
want
little more
personality,
culture.
Like for example,
Where's
okay?
the culture in this
Remember
Marriott?
the Airbnb that Alex's
I want
parent-
some little kids
Listen to
somewhere
me.
dancing.
Stop
A photo.
now.
Okay.
Remember the Airbnb that Alex's parents got in Michigan, and we all went there and we had a beautiful brunch and we were able to cook in the house and hang out in the backyard.
Right.
That is way better.
What if you had like a penthouse suite? Let's say you weren't in a Marriott facing the parking lot where people are doing
That's fine,
donuts.
but it's way more expensive.
Then the top. Okay, it's way more expensive.
I'd rather
yes.
have a really nice Airbnb than a penthouse suite.
If they were same price.
If they were same price, I think you could get more with an Airbnb. I do.
You would go for Airbnb. I gotta say, I would go for hotel.
Well, what are we gonna do about this, Aaron?
I think we gotta try both. Take some notes.
We stayed on an Airbnb in New York, and I loved that.
That's true. I did like that too. It was a cool place though. So you can't get lucky with the B&Bs. You're right. Hotels, you kind of know what you're getting. I think
I'd rather stay in a condo or an Airbnb than a hotel. I like to be able to have my own space. I feel like in a hotel, it's just so not mine. That's why I have to unpack immediately when I get to a place.
right.
I need to feel somewhat settled. Like I feel like a foreign object. I feel like the parasite in the hotel when I enter.
Oh, interesting.
Right? I like to feel that I'm being welcomed, that I'm being taken care of, that someone cares about me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to feel like, oh, look, like this family had history in this home. They have a beautiful little bird statue on their windowsill. They put out this nice vase that their grandmother gave them. Like it feels like I can bake cookies in this Airbnb.
Yes.
Like there's just more to work with. A hotel is probably the same price for a room that feels sterile.
Yeah.
Like I'm at the dentist office. And it's not the hotel's
I like
fault.
the smell of the dentist. I do. You don't like the smell of the dentist?
I hate
So I
the
like
smell of the
I
dentist.
okay, I'm
Do
going to
you
be
like
on
the smell of the doctors? Do you
Yes, I love the smell of the doctors.
Wait. Are you one of those people that walks into a hospital and feels okay?
No, I don't feel okay. I don't like hospitals. But I like the smell.
Of a hospital?
It smells good.
Okay, when I walk into a hospital, I actually can smell the illness.
It depends where. If
I
it's like
have this
if it's
thing.
if it's
I
if
have
it's
this
if it's
thing
my
where-
pediatrician, if it was my
you
pediatrician's
keep
room.
cutting me off.
Okay, go.
No, you go.
No.
No.
Okay, silence contest, which is really bad for podcasts, by the way.
Seriously, Aaron?
You lose. I won. Okay, what were you gonna say?
This is making me so mad. You don't even know that you're going to make me lose on this podcast. Say what you're going to say, Aaron.
I forgot. I wasn't saying anything meaningful.
You love the smell of your dentist office, your
Yeah.
pediatrician, and you love the smell of your pediatricians.
Yeah.
Why?
I just like the way it smells.
What does it smell like?
It just smells like an office. And I like that.
Like a wooden office, a paper office,
Like-
some printing ink,
Like more like printing.
or like fluoride, Aaron.
And I'm not talking about like the fluoride smell. I don't like that.
It's overwhelming.
When you smell that, that is overwhelming.
When you walk into a dentist's office, that's all you can smell.
The fluoride, I feel like I get a little bit more. But okay, I'm not gonna like try to.
I like the front office. I do like the smell of the front office.
I'm not
but
trying to
once
quarrel
I go
too much
into
about the
those back
dentist.
rooms,
You're not a fan.
no.
It's still okay for me.
Anyway, what I wanted to say, and I know that this was completely ruined by Aaron speaking, but I do have a superpower. My secret talent is that I can smell when someone's ill. I don't mean like a cold or, a flu. I mean I can smell when they have mental or severe illness. I can.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're scent based.
I am scent based. It's just something like I can smell when they're off, when they're either really deeply struggling mentally or they are going to be hospitalized for a sickness. Yes.
Yes, I agree. I think that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. I paused because I was thinking about times, and I think you're right.
Yeah.
You can sniff it out. What do I smell like?
When we first started dating, I was really worried about your health, but now I do think that what will happen will happen. And Aaron,
Is this you?
I don't know. Is it curly? Then it's mine.
It's curly. Marriott. Okay, it's you.
You know that hotels are actually infamous for being filthy. We should look up right now.
Get the
secrets,
black light.
the secrets of the hotels.
What?
Look up the secrets.
I don't
want
to get afraid. I'm gonna think of Eliza
No.
Lamb.
No. We are not doing that right now.
Okay,
We're not
we're not going down that path. Let's not even go down that path.
No.
No,
Aaron,
no,
I
no,
have
no.
such a no.
No, I'm there mentally. I'm there, bro.
Bro,
I'm there.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Every time I think about that story, I can't sleep.
Me neither.
Wait, she was killed because she was found in the gas tank or in
the water tank.
In the water tank. Who killed her?
No one knows.
No, she committed suicide.
Yeah, she committed suicide. They're like positive.
Why did she do that? She was talking to herself.
Yeah. She's bipolar.
That doesn't help. Nothing you're saying is. I would have smelt her a mile away.
She would have smelled her down the hallway, bro. And this hallway is vast and long.
I actually feel my pulse quickening. Like, that is the one story, Aaron. That is the one story.
Bro, me too. That's such a trigger.
Why is it a trigger for you?
Because I don't know.
Are you just trying to relate to me right now?
No, that actually freaks me out.
Me too. Like,
did you see the video?
No, I can't.
You've never seen the video?
Don't play
Oh, you don't even have a right to be afraid if you've never seen the video.
I do because I have a very active imagination.
No.
Aaron,
you haven't seen the video. You don't have a right to be afraid. You
That's
do have a
not
right to
fair
be
to
afraid.
say.
I'm sorry.
That's not fair to say
You
because
do have.
I have the most active imagination out of anyone you know.
It's true. You're probably imagining something way worse.
Yes. I can see her now.
Have you seen a photo of what she even
Stop.
looks like?
I have the whole scene in my head. Aaron,
I think she's.
Stop, Aaron. Don't say her name.
Was she staying at a Marriott?
Fuck. Aaron.
No, I think she was in a special hotel.
Can we? Fuck. What special hotel?
No. It's like a special
I'm
haunted
throw
hotel. American Horror Story did the thing on that hotel.
I just want to say.
Fuck. I'll be okay.
My whole body is tingling. I just want to say right now, out loud in front of the podcast, rest in peace. I really hope that you are okay, and I really hope that your mind has been eased.
We just riled everyone up with a scary story.
I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to her.
To Eliza?
Yes.
Why are you doing that? I don't want her I don't want any connection to this woman.
Because you were making bad comments about her. She needs to know that we Respect her?
I don't think we should summon her. We should stop talking about her immediately.
I'm so scared, Aaron.
No, Eliza, we want nothing to do with you.
Do you know, I was talking to my coworker today, and, you know, she was talking about how when she dates a man, she does want to feel that inside the house, if there was an intruder, she would be safe, which, you know, could be interpreted as sexist, but could also be interpreted as smart. And I think this about myself, like, number one, if someone walked into my house, the first thing I would worry about is my father going to go to jail?
Oh, true. Wait, why?
If there was a ghost in this place, or if we had an intruder, would I be safe with you, Aaron?
Well,
would I be safe with you, Aaron?
Yes. I would hide.
You would hide?
Yep.
What about me?
Oh, I mean, you're just you're the bait, right?
Do you actually mean that?
Wait, did you say you safe or me safe?
I think I've made the wrong decision.
I'm hiding in the fridge.
Oh my god.
It's cold.
We have a
no
mini
one's looking
fridge.
there. Yeah, I can fit.
No, you can't.
Tiny.
Okay. Well, that's okay. You know, because I think I do practice sometimes. If there was an intruder, I practice what I would say to them, because I know deep down.
What would you say?
I would introduce myself, and I'd say, do you really want to be doing this? Tell me about yourself. And I'd really try to get in their head.
You're going to try to get in their head.
Yes. And I would say, you're supposed to say this when someone is about to attack you. You're
Right.
supposed, which I didn't do when someone tried to attack me.
Okay.
But I did make eye contact with him and try to, like.
You did an eye thing. Did that work?
He fell over.
When you did that?
No.
Oh.
He fell over when I asked the Virgin Mary to please protect me.
Then that works, right?
I turned around, he fell over, and I looked at him and I saw embarrassment in his eyes.
What are you supposed to do though when you're supposed to say what? Your name?
You're supposed to say your name, something about yourself, make yourself really
Trying to personalize.
Try to personalize it so that they know that they're attacking a person.
Right.
They have a connection to you now.
Aaron. I'm Aaron.
You've forced
Aaron.
a connection on them.
Maybe I should say that when we're in a fight.
I know you, though. That's why our fights are very specific, Aaron.
I'm Aaron.
You have to give it more than that.
I'm Aaron.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm done talking about this crap. We're supposed to be enjoying ourselves, and I'm supposed to have a flourless chocolate cake and a cup of tea in front of me.
We're supposed to outline our entire Disney experience. Instead, this is the real Haunted Mansion.
Oh, God. Please don't say that.
At the Marriott.
I forgot my Virgencita bracelet.
Oh, fuck. Well.
I have a safe object with me wherever I go. On this trip, my safe object has been my plastic flower hair clip that Leela gave me for Christmas or my birthday. And I've been carrying that around and holding it in my hand. Last time we came to Disney, what was my safe object? I think it was La Virgen bracelet.
You probably brought that, yeah.
Because it was still when I was like traumatized by the chase, and I was clinging on to La Virgen for a while there.
Yeah.
Before that, the other time I came to Disney, Dumbo. I have this stuffed Dumbo animal, stuffed animal version of Dumbo, baby Dumbo, which I actually bought at Disney, and I took it with me on every single ride. And I specifically took baby Dumbo on the baby Dumbo ride because I wanted him to experience it.
That ride's a little scary to me.
Why?
You feel like you're gonna fall out.
I really like that one.
It's fun. It is fun. I just feel a little unsafe.
See, I don't get as scared, but you don't feel unsafe on the Incredicoaster where you're upside down.
You're like strapped in though. Like if I was unstable, something could happen.
But you're stable, right?
Mm-hmm. Eliza.
No. I asked you not to do that.
She was Asian too.
She was?
I think she was full actually.
Fuck. That's not how I imagined her. Well, this is a terrible way to start Disney. We had the worst food of our lives, and now we're talking about ghosts. I'm not going to say the name. I don't even have any religious symbols to protect me right now.
Mm-mm.
What is that thing that you put on your door to protect
Garlic?
you from?
No, vampire.
No, to protect you from the spirit of death that comes around, and you put the lamb's blood on the door.
Oh, mezuzah?
Yes, mezuzahs. Mezuzahs represent lamb's blood in Passover.
I
Yes.
think it's a replacement, yeah.
Yes, I know. I love Passover. It's my favorite story in the Bible, actually.
Why is that one your favorite?
Because I just think it's really powerful, Aaron.
Okay.
I've always connected to it since I was a young child.
Oh, wow.
I think, like, you know, it makes sense that I'm in love with a Jewish man.
Okay.
It does. Because I spiritually connect to the Jewish religion.
Got it.
I do, religiously.
Religiously, of course.
Yeah. But, you know, I remember when I went to temple that one time.
And they let you hold the
And they let me hold the Torah and eat a cheese platter afterward.
cheese platter. Wow. They must have liked you.
Yeah, they really did.
Huh.
And I remember thinking to myself, I would totally convert if I wasn't so culturally attached to my current religions.
Right.
But also, like, especially us, I'm going to say specifically us Latin Catholics, we have La Virgencita. I couldn't lose her as a figure in my life. I'm not going to say...
What about the Greek side? The Greeks have some fun gods and goddesses. I used to read Percy Jackson, and I used to pray to Zeus.
I'm Orthodox, Aaron.
I don't
we
know
have
what
one
that
God.
means. Who does the
Why don't you-
mythology?
Ancient Greeks.
Okay, so that's not a thing anymore. If your brother listens to this, he's going to be so mad at me.
I hope he does.
I'm sorry.
I hope he does, and I hope he calls you directly.
Don't call me directly.
One time, this kid in my class told me I was going to go to hell because I was Greek.
What?
Because Greek people believe in multiple gods.
Oh. So that means you're going to hell?
He
That's
was
not
half
allowed?
Italian. He was half Italian.
Okay, what does he know?
Exactly. Romans believed in multiple gods too.
Yeah.
And they stole them all from
And it was
Greeks.
the same gods. Just different
There's
names.
different names. Like they
I know it's different
literally,
names. It was the same
Romans
ones.
just fucking ripped off
They just
everything
said-
from the Greeks. They
yeah.
just took
Yeah, it was like
put
the
a new
same
branding
thing.
on it. And their olive oil, I'm sorry if you're Italian, olive oil's not as good. It's
That's true.
watery. It's watery. You
FIFA for
Well,
We're gonna have to cut that.
we're gonna have
You
to
can't really be racist to Italians though.
Huh?
Can you be racist?
I think you can,
also
but I
really-
think it's socially acceptable.
I love and appreciate Italians.
Oh, we love them.
And we love everything about them.
I love The Sopranos. I love Buca.
Buca. I
um,
love...
Why is like every default like franchise fucking Italian? They always go Italian. I feel
So-
like Cheesecake Factory.
You know what? Italian is probably like the most powerful ethnicity.
I think it's very powerful.
So I can't, hurt them.
Olive Garden, Italian.
Right.
I feel
Look-
like CPK pseudo Italian. They got a lot of pastas. Would you call CPK Italian?
CPK, I think, is the worst pizza I've ever had in my life.
But pizza, so.
It's worse than Domino's.
Oh yeah, for sure. CPK is horrible.
It's
It's like
horrible.
cracker crust. It's.
You know what?
It's god awful.
I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion because I don't like chicken anyway. You shouldn't fucking put chicken on a pizza.
No, absolutely
It's
not.
fucking disgusting. Don't put chicken on a pizza.
Absolutely not.
Unless you're doing something unique with it. Fucking barbecue
There's
chicken
no
pizza. Get out of here with
way
that shit.
to put chicken on a pizza and make that be okay. There was no way to be that. Like, they should put that on the census and you should be taxed at a higher rate. If that's the decision you're going to make. Little tax joke. No chicken, no fruit. You can do some veg, maybe.
I do like
What do you like?
fruit.
You like fruit on
There
your
was
pizza?
this
You
place
psycho.
that I used to go to.
I'm not even gonna like the pineapple. The people hating
no.
pineapple.
Oh, no, that's
Is
disgusting.
no. But
No,
the
you have
people
to hear
hate.
me out.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No,
Go
keep
ahead,
going.
since we both just talk shit about Italians and now we're explaining their own pizza to them. I feel really bad about the whole thing. You know, I really
I'm gonna
do.
bleep that one part and then it's fine after that.
No, people are going to think it's worse than what I actually said.
I'm gonna make it sound like it was a beep.
I love Italians.
We do.
I
literally love Italians.
I'm mistaken for Italian like 50% of the time.
Who are your 3 favorite Italians?
Frank Sinatra.
Okay.
Annie
Can
and
you
Carrie.
not name 2 other Italians?
Yeah, I can. I know a lot of famous people.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I'm blanking right now, but
Italian Stallion?
oh, right, Rocky,
Uh-huh.
of course.
Yeah. Anyway, what were we talking about before that? Disneyland. Yeah, this podcast was supposed to be about Disneyland. About the joy and magic of Disney. Yeah,
You know,
we set up this whole thing.
Do you know what,
This is a
Aaron?
business expense.
I actually think that this podcast would be about Disney if we stayed in a hotel that was about Disney. But instead, you picked Marriott Anaheim. And here we are in our fucking... I'm the only thing that's Disney about this hotel. My fucking pink Minnie Mouse pajamas.
The gift shop had some Disney stuff.
No. You know what the gift shop had? The gift shop had sweatshirts that had Anaheim written on it. Who wants a fucking sweatshirt that says Anaheim?
Yeah, what an
on it?
L. Who the fuck would buy that? That's disgusting. Damn, we're about to walk past the Candy Cane Inn tomorrow.
I know. Why didn't we stay there?
Well, the Amex points wouldn't transfer. So we got the hotel for free. That was the reason why. But I still made the wrong choice, of which I apologize.
And I know that if I stayed at the hotel that I stayed with my family, I could have gotten crepes in the morning. And that really...
We can still get breakfast here. That doesn't sound good. We had the worst dinner of our lives, so... But how do you mess up, like, waffles?
I don't want to risk it. I'd rather get Mickey Mouse shaped waffles.
Yeah.
Let's just go early to the park.
Yeah. F it.
Okay. Why don't we talk a little bit about Disney, since that's the real reason why we're here, even though we're being distracted by the look of the hotel.
By the ambiance of the Marriott. Okay, we'll do 6 minutes on Disney. All right, guys. Okay, let's just break it down. Disney, Walt's dream come true. Like top 3. What are your top 3 rides?
Okay. My top 3 rides, the Peter Pan ride, I do love it.
Peter Pan is excellent.
I do think that they still have Tiger Lily.
They have some not great stuff
in
on
that ride.
Yes, that's true.
That is pretty fucking bad. I did name my piggy bank Tiger Lily because she was my favorite character in Peter Pan.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. That's like a whole arc, and that's really bad.
Oh, it's awful. And
They
she's
should
also just like kind of
fix that.
sexualized
Oh, definitely.
as a child. It's terrible. But I think that used to be my favorite ride when I was young, so I have some nostalgia there. What else is my... I think in replace of that now is probably the Dumbo ride. I actually really like the Dumbo ride. It's the colors for me. It's like the bright colors.
You also get to see the park when you're up there.
Yes, and my favorite part of Disney is that like fantasy area. Like where all the like little kid rides.
Sure.
I think that's my favorite part.
I was gonna say Mr. Toad's is in my top 3.
Mr. Toad is just hilarious.
It's amazing.
I
love the storytelling.
Yeah.
I'm there for the vibe.
Yeah.
That would be me.
That would be you. You would be Mr. Toad.
Yeah, dude.
No, but you would survive if you were Mr. Toad. It would happen to you, but you would survive.
At the end?
Yeah. You would go to hell and somehow figure out a way to get out of it.
Oh, get out, make a deal.
Yeah. You would make a deal with the devil.
How do you know I haven't done that?
I really hope you haven't.
Damn.
My other favorite rides, I love Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that's a classic.
I don't know. I don't know what else. What are yours?
Well, Mr. Toad, this is up top. I would say Space Mountain is in there.
Oh, Space Mountain's pretty fun.
You got to put that in the mix. Like, you got to put it in there. There's something about how old it feels.
Yeah.
Like, you see, like, the metal bars as you're going through it. It feels like you're going to hit your head on something.
Oh, it fully does.
And that thrill is kind of nice
I
for me.
remember I was in line for Space Mountain. I waited for so long because, honestly, I think the best time to go to Disneyland is when you don't have children. Because
Right.
when you do have children, or if you're pregnant or you have a little baby, you have to split up every time you go on a ride.
Right.
And you have to choose who gets to go on the rides.
Sure.
That was my entire childhood because
That
I have
makes
little
sense.
siblings. And so it was finally my mom's turn to get to go on a ride with me. And she chose Space Mountain. And I had a terrible fear of roller coasters.
It's a lot for a little one.
Yeah. And so we waited the whole time, and she was so excited because she used to ride this with my abuelito, and she had like a whole like nostalgic feel about Space Mountain. Okay, she was obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So we get there. I am telling her, Mom, I don't think I can do this. I
Right.
can't do this. I can't do this.
Yeah.
She's sitting down. She's like, just get in. And I was like, no. And she's like, fine, go. And she rode it by herself.
She left you.
I walked out of the ride,
Damn,
and my
dude.
dad was waiting. But
Oh, that sucks.
yeah, but
That
and then I was
blows.
like, how was it? And she was like, it was amazing.
amazing. I can envision that from start to finish perfectly, from all sides, from all POVs too, including your dad's.
I know. I knew you were going to say that.
Jesus Christ. Jesus. That's amazing.
But yeah,
Classic.
my other favorite rides, I don't know. I think that those are pretty much my favorite rides.
Yeah.
I really do love Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones is a thrill.
It is a thrill. It's just so fun. And you do feel safe because you're in a big car.
Oh, yeah. You feel great.
I'm like trying to run through my head.
About the
Oh,
other
Pirates
stuff?
of the Caribbean.
Oh, Pirates is great.
Hands down. I do have a fear of falling in the water, which I mentioned in the last podcast. So, like, that's a whole thing I have to overcome. But I do, and I love Haunted Mansion, too.
Haunted Mansion is great. It's
Which is going to be closed.
Yeah, that
A lot
is
of our favorite
shame.
rides are going to be closed. So, we'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, we'll give an update. We'll have some videos coming shortly of Disney content because part of our tax plan is to have Disney be a write-off. And I just want to say for the we have to state our intent.
Okay.
Our business intent.
Go ahead.
So okay, just follow my lead, okay? This entire trip from the hotel to the rides to every part of this trip
This entire trip from the hotel to the rides to every part of this trip
is for the intention of profit.
is for the intention of profit.
Yes, we are just trying to say that this is in fact a business expenditure.
We are just trying to say that this is in fact a business expenditure.
So if you are the IRS and you have audited us in the 2025 tax, retroactively for 2024,
Look, we're going to be fine by 2025. We'll be in with the government by then, okay?
we're going to be
you guys
in with
don't
them.
worry. We'll take you with us.
Right, but if you've audited us and we just say we can't really explain it, but watch this podcast, we'll just drop the link. This is just, we've established this intent. We are here for the proponent of making money and for making Disney content. That's what we're here for.
Making you money.
And making you money.
Saving you money, really.
Yeah,
Because
we're
we'll tell
really
you
saving
what
money.
shit not to eat
Yeah,
and where not to go.
Exactly. If you're watching this, if you're a tax, if you work for the IRS, we're really saving you the trouble.
I am going to say a few things, okay? Because about going back to Disney. I will say I think the sweets are the best at Disney. If you have a sweet tooth and you
Yes.
like those things that you can only get in Disney, like that churro toffee, I think is really good. Anything churro,
Go for the churros.
churros. Go for the classic churro too.
Yeah.
I think that the other churros are fun, but they take away from
And
the
they're extra.
cinnamon sugar
They cost extra.
of just get a classic churro.
Just go
okay?
classic. I think
Dole
the
Whip.
last time
Here's
Dole Whip was nice.
my note.
But the
Honestly,
fucking Walgreens in Hawaii used to sell Dole Whip, so I'm kind of disillusioned to Dole Whip.
okay, I get that.
I'm okay with it, but I'm saying it's not huge. I got fart.
No, Aaron.
I went in the bed. Problem?
It's just annoying.
Sorry.
Anyway, what I was going to say is that this is my recommendation actually for any place you go, any cuisine, any restaurant. Get what they are known for.
Yeah.
Look it
just
up
hit with the
ahead of time.
classics.
Get the classic, simple thing that they are known for. That is like, don't be that person, and I'm saying this lovingly to my sister Leela, who goes to a Mexican restaurant and gets a cheeseburger. Don't be that person. Don't go to Disney.
Although apparently, like, the bao is really good. And, like, that seems like something
No,
that
it
should
is,
be terrible.
but that's something that, like, is known.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we're going to try the bao, let you guys know. But we're going to try everything so that you don't have to.
Right. Although I think we'll refine a little bit. Because last year we did go a little too ham.
I think the reason why we went
Don't get
ham,
that fucking
no,
Cars mac and cheese cone. That's terrible.
It is. It tastes like cardboard, the cone. The reason why we went too hard is because we made reservations for 3 restaurants and we were absolutely full.
No, yeah, we got shit-faced.
And then we went to the one where you drop not the Tower of Terror anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, we did that.
And
right.
I was so ill, you guys. Like, first of all, I think that they changed that ride. When it was the Tower of Terror, it was like gut-wrenching drops.
You're also
okay?
scared.
It was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And my back would hurt after. But now I feel like the drops are way more manageable.
I got chills. I felt myself at the top.
Anyway, we went to that restaurant. What was that restaurant?
McCarthy Circle.
McCarthy Circle is...
Fine.
I think if you're with an older group of people, it's nice. But I do think Blue Bayou is way
Blue Bayou
more
is
worth
way
it.
better.
Blue Bayou is by far the best
drinks,
restaurant in
the
Disney.
drinks were good. I would go back for the drinks, but I would not get food.
I do think out of all the restaurants in Disneyland and downtown Disney, Blue Bayou is by far the best.
Blue Bayou is
That
good.
is one that's worth going to.
Yeah.
It tastes like a real restaurant. The ambiance is unbeatable.
The ambiance is unbeatable because you're in the fucking ride.
You're in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Like when you're on the thing and you're like, oh my God, there's a restaurant. You get to eat there. You get to be those people.
Yeah, and I do think that Disney,
It's like
you
you're in
go
a
for the
ride.
ambiance, you go for the experience,
Yeah.
you want that. So once again, go for something that they're known for. You can go to a restaurant like McCarthy Circle, really anywhere in California,
It's
like a
not special.
nice hotel or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you can't get Blue Bayou anywhere else.
And then if you want similar food to Blue Bayou, the New Orleans Cafe is good and it's cheaper. They have
I will
the same
actually
food.
say that I think that the
I think they
New
have the best
Orleans
food.
type food in Disneyland is by far its strongest.
Yeah, totally agree. The
The
beignets,
gumbo,
the gumbo,
amazing.
The gumbo's nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
try the
nice, too.
vegetarian for you guys and let you know how it is.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Hell yeah. Okay, we did get some Disney shit in there.
yeah, we're gonna
We'll
get
pump
more.
it. We'll pump it in the front.
Yeah, we'll pump it in the front and like let you
Maybe,
guys.
oh my God!
know.
Wait! Let's do the thing that they do in Disney for the thumbnail. Let's like point like Tinkerbell's there.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Or should we do Tinkerbell's or someone else?
Who? What are you talking about?
What do you? Any other Disney character? Or should we do Tinkerbell?
Winnie the Pooh, since you're Winnie the Pooh. Come on, you're Winnie the Pooh. He tested as Winnie the Pooh. I always test as Belle.
You point to Tinkerbell. I'm gonna hold Winnie.
Okay, this is actually my favorite part of California Adventure. I love California Adventure. When you go into, I think it's like the Hollywood Studios area, so cool. And you can either like take an animation class where you learn how to draw a character.
Oh yeah, that's fun. We should
Or
do that.
you
this
can
time.
like go into I think it's like the Beast's castle, which is really awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
And you can like take the test to see which Disney character you are. Aaron was Winnie the Pooh. You guys, come on. Side by side.
I'm naked from the waist now.
Okay. Anyway, I highly recommend that part of California Adventure because I just think it's really cool and fun. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Okay, for the thumbnail. Point. We'll pick it later. All right, cool. We did it. High
Okay,
five.
guys. We'll let you know how tonight goes.
All right.
More importantly, tomorrow. FIFA for fun, bitches.